Good day, everybody. So yes, we are in orange. This isn't news. I'm not sharing anything with you that you don't already know. But the question that I'm getting quite often is, how does that impact real estate in the Fredericton area and right now in general in New Brunswick, because we're all orange? It's such a great question and it's easier to answer on video. Real estate has been deemed an essential service. People need to move. They need to buy houses. They need to sell houses. They need to close the houses that they've already sold or bought. So let's get that out of the way. We are an essential service. But I also want to make it really clear that just because it's an essential service doesn't necessarily mean that it's safe for you to go out browsing if you don't need to buy a house. So keep in mind that you're entering people's homes and you don't know their history. They don't know your history. So I'm going to really caution that you think about these things before you head out looking at properties. If you're coming with me, I'm going to ask you if you've already been to the bank and if you're prepared to buy a house now. You don't have to buy a house right now. I'm not going to push you into buying something you don't want. But if we're both going to risk our lives, essentially, it sounds a little dramatic, but that's the reality with COVID, and we're going to risk the health of the sellers, we want to make sure that we're protecting everybody that you could actually buy. So it's really important that you get yourself pre-approved. You should do that anyways, any day, but it's especially important now. We do have to maintain the 6 feet rule. So you're going to have your mask on. I'm going to have my mask on, and we need to stay 6 feet apart. This is really tough when you're in a tight situation. So if we need to get on an elevator, 2 people in the household can go on the elevator. I'll follow you up, or I'll go up first and you can follow afterwards. If we're in a home, then I'll let you guys go look, and I will stay off to the side so that we're not kind of in each other's space. I ask that only 2 adults are present at a viewing whenever possible. I know this isn't always possible. There's always going to be exceptions to the rule, but it's really hard if we have kids, and to control kids from touching things and sneezing on things and all of that sort of stuff. I've got grandkids, I know, they sneeze right in your face and they don't even care. So try and keep that in an absolute minimum. I'm going to ask you some questions prior to us meeting, the standard ones we're all used to hearing now. Have you been outside New Brunswick? Have you traveled? Do you have any symptoms? Have you been around anybody with symptoms? I ask that you're honest with me, because I'm always going to be honest with you, and our job is to do our part to keep this pandemic at bay. And we're going through a tough time in New Brunswick right now, but it doesn't mean we're all going to stop. We just got to move forward, and we have to do our part. So I hope this helps explain a little bit what you can and can't do right now with real estate. But please, please, please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any more questions or specific questions. You can always get me. I'm never far. You can reply to this down below. You can send me a text message, a Facebook Messenger, a LinkedIn, email, phone call, whatever's easier. You can always get me. But I did want to explain where we're at when it comes to this delightful color and real estate. Wishing you all a great day.